Hey guys, welcome back. It's a song or story a day. I know I'm looking more disheveled than ever, and that's because I am. I am more disheveled than ever. Not really. I'm fine. I don't really have a song or story for you guys today. In fact, I'm sort of procrastinating because I have to be heading to work. I just dealt with a bunch of things, and now I need to get back to work. That's besides the point. I had to make a video because I believe I missed one yesterday. I might have even missed the one before that. And I swear it's not because I intentionally forgot. But I've just been having some really, really off days. But we're going to get back on the horse. We're going to get back on the wagon. It's okay not to be perfect. It happens. And so I'm trying to think of some sort of story that maybe is reminiscent of that idea. It's okay. Um, I have some ideas. I have some ideas. I've sort of got a story, I think. I mean, I haven't talked much about my life. Well, that's not true. I've talked a lot about my life. But I guess I haven't talked a lot about my personal life in the sense of what. No, that's not true. I've also talked a lot about. What I haven't talked a lot about is my professional slash academic life. I've talked about it a little bit, but you guys obviously, for example, don't know what I do. But let's put all that aside for a second. What I wanted to talk about was essentially the story of what happened after I graduated university. Because when I graduated university, my initial plan was I didn't really have one. Um, I didn't get into the master's program that I wanted to, which was I wanted to do a master's on Shakespearean English, which is exactly as boring as it sounds. Um, but I love Shakespeare, sort of. I mean, out of all the English canonical writers, he's probably one of my favorites alongside Keats. But long story short, I didn't get into my master's, and then I wasn't too sure what I wanted to do with my life, right? From my perspective, it was like, you know what, I wanted to do this thing, and then I didn't do it, so whatever. I'll just go with the flow, screw whatever my plans are. But that's not necessarily the best way to do things. Well, I mean, obviously not, right? But again, besides the point. So what did I do after that? Um, Before that, I had applied to law school as well, and I also didn't get into law school because my grades in university were quite low, and I did okay on the LSAT. In case you don't know what the LSAT is, the LSAT is like the standardized testing exam for law. Anyways, again, besides the point. So I did okay on the LSAT. I had some pretty bad university grades because I just didn't take it as seriously as I should have. And the result was I didn't get into law school either. And so I didn't do much for a year. I kind of, well, that's not true. It's not that I didn't do much for a year. Um, I mean, what I did was I mean, essentially, I just worked for a year. Kind of just a random job. I did temp jobs. I got into a logistics company, so I worked at that for a year. But then afterwards, my family convinced me to give it another shot at the law exam and then another shot at law school. And I took it a bit more seriously that time around. And then, you know what? Lo and behold, I actually did get in. So I did graduate from law school. What's the point of this story? I mean, it's really just a small snapshot, not Snapchat. Snapchat's an app. Snapshot is what I meant. It's a small snapshot of like I think a common theme, not in just my life, but I'm sure many others as well. Things don't always go perfectly, but just because things aren't perfect doesn't mean you can't still. I mean, what I would suggest is do fairly good things. Achieve. I don't want to say achieve your dreams, but maybe at the very least get closer to what it is you want to be doing, even if you slip a few times. So, long story short, yeah, I'm pretty sure I missed a video, maybe two even, but I'm here making up for it, and yeah, I guess that's it. I guess that's what today's video was, letting you guys know it's okay to slip up, and you'll find a way back on eventually if you work at it. Maybe take a year off. Okay, that's my story for you guys. That's a real story. It's not just a no story. It's an actual video today to make up for the lack of video yesterday. So, see you guys around.